So, hello everybody. Fun, huh? Oh. So, I've watched a number of different videos by people who claim to know how to succeed on YouTube. And it's rather interesting. One says, okay, have two separate channels, one for your shorts and one for your main long content. Well, it's kind of I can't even edit yet. I have found, there isn't like a manual for YouTube when you want to start posting stuff. So you don't realize that if it's not on your phone, if it's on an iPad or something else, you have to go to YouTube Studio and learn that whole system. I don't know how these people come up with such polished videos. You know, I saw a ghost in my house, or not the main, almost professional channels that record. I'm talking about the people sitting around their house and they usually post cat videos, or just, I don't know. I don't want to call them fluff videos because they're important to them, but they're not like news channels or full investigative reports, deep dives. And, occasionally those are the ones that suddenly, hey, I saw this in my house, what is it? But the thing is they're all seem way more professional, seem like they've edited them. It's not picking up your camera and just filming whatever. So, eventually I have to learn to edit. And yes, some people have told me, oh, you just go here and you click that and you cut this out and you move this over here. And it's like, okay, I go, where to do this? So far, I haven't seen that in YouTube Studio. But I'm working on it. But that's not the point of this video. Because I do want to make content for YouTube. It's enjoyable. The YouTube gurus say you need to post regularly. And you should post like 5 videos a week. Or 3 videos a week. 3 is a lot for me. I'm lucky to manage one every few weeks. So, no, I'm not growing. And I'm trying not to, excuse me, I'm tired. I am tired. It's not that late at night, but I am tired. Yeah, I slept pretty good, but I had weird dreams, and sometimes that's not restful. And they're those dreams that are on like the tip of your brain. You can almost remember them. You sort of see an image, but you can't quite remember them. But at the time, they were a bit disturbing. Not the out-and-out nightmares, just kind of like, this is kind of sketchy. So this wasn't supposed to be about my dreams. This was supposed to be about me making YouTube videos and the struggles I've had and trying to figure out the system of YouTube. You know, I don't expect anything to go viral. And trying to settle on a subject, because I started out wanting to make paranormal videos, and not exactly debunking videos, but videos to correct some inaccuracies I've seen in YouTube videos, particularly things like where someone is very well researched in a certain subject and they're talking on that subject, and in chat some side comment is made and the person flips off an off the cuff fact that they claim is, well, they claim it's a fact, and I'm sitting there going, no, it's not. You got that totally wrong. But I'm not going to argue in the comments. I'm not going to, be troublemaking in the comments, even though it's really irksome, because, yes, 90% of their stuff is true and factual. Okay, 99% maybe. And then this 1% comes out, and of course people are going to take that as fact because the rest of what you had to say was factual. And so that's where I see a lot of bad information going out, a lot of, people take stuff like that for real and not thinking that, wait a minute, okay, just because everything else is right, not everything is. So that was sort of the aim of my channel, but I'm having writer's block. Of course, you know how it is. You go to bed and you're trying to sleep, and all of these, scripts for great videos, ideas for things is in your head, and you're like, no, I can't think about that now. I got to go sleep. I can't lay awake with this. And then when you wake up, you're like, what was that idea again? Oh, I don't remember. And you don't want to get up and go write it all down because you really need to go to sleep. So that's something too. So I don't know where I'm going with this. It's just me talking. So trying to figure out what I want to do, what I want to share with the world. I'm not a debunker per se. I can debunk things. I debunk my own stuff. I don't have the editing skills to, I don't know how these people do it. They must have, I don't know, Superman's eyes or something, because they're like, see this tiny bit here, this masking is like, and how did you see that? Did you zoom in on the entire video and go frame by frame? I mean, that is like, it's impossible. My brain's not wired to see that. I can see it after it's pointed out. And sometimes I see it for myself beforehand, but not enough for me to be debunking things with technology. I mean, I don't even see the wire glints or the, you know how it is. Everybody has got their talent, and I suppose if I get my computer set up with the big monitor, hopefully the cats haven't broken it by knocking the box over. then I could probably see things like that. But that's not really where I'm at. I'm more of a creepypasta, maybe storytelling kind of person. Of course, there's plenty of those on YouTube. Finding a niche in there, a niche. Nietzsche. No, that's a guy. Niche. Is, yeah, see, that's another problem is I come up with ideas I'm going to do a video on, and then I'm like wandering around looking at different creators, and oh, look, somebody else did a video on this. Somebody else is doing a video on this. I'm sitting in a live where somebody's talking about this subject. I was like, okay, so if I make the video now, it looks like I'm either a knockoff copycat using their material, even though I'm not, you know, and especially lately. My God, people making personal strikes, copyright strikes off of somebody who posted a toenail, for God's sakes, and not a toenail. That's a little bit over the top. I'm really a crowd, what do they call them? Well, people often tell me I should do stand-up comedy, but my comedy is the kind that, you know, audience participation kind of thing. There's a specific name for it. It's comedians that are it's really hot right now. It's trending. And it's where the comedian doesn't stand up and tell jokes. They interact with the audience, and that's where their jokes come from. Because that's kind of what I do, you know, interacting with people. That's why I want to go live, because I can be my funniest when I'm interacting with people. People say things and I can pop off jokes. I'm not really someone to write down a whole comedy routine. Right now, let's see. I don't know if you can see this. Try to, where is it? There. I paused a video. I was watching Mr. Gray, and so I've got it paused, and his big beady eyes are staring at me like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be watching my video. How dare you pause and do your own thing. That is a scary face when you pause it like that. Sorry, Dandolph. You're a funny guy. Just not with that face. Okay, well, this is a lot about nothing, and if you have any ideas or suggestions of material I might cover, you could leave them in the comments. As I say, I'm having a bit of a creative block as to what to do. Because I always wanted to make videos, but well, I always wanted to act is what I wanted to do. So I thought I'd be a pretty decent actor. I've gotten myself out of many traffic tickets with my, you might say, acting skills. I've even had, you wouldn't believe it to look at me, but I've even had 2 cops give me their personal phone numbers when they sent me away. Okay, I was younger. I had more hair. I was skinnier. And way cooler. Okay. Oh, maybe I can show. Here. We'll try this. All right. See this clock? This clock looks like a, in my opinion, a water bottle. Move. See, I see this, it's got a phone hand on there, and I see it as what a phone would look like in a 1940s submarine. And that's my favorite clock. So, whoever, I think it was in a Maryland Monday Live, where there was a question, what was your favorite item of furniture? And I said, what's your favorite clock? And mine is this clock that looks like it could be a telephone from a 1940 submarine. Use your imagination. Yes, submarine with a trailing out a big long line of telephone cable behind it as it trolls the ocean, and then when it goes back and it rolls up all the telephone line as it goes back to shore. It could happen. I mean, science fiction, it could happen. Because mostly in submarines, I think you can only communicate when you go up to the surface. So the rest of the time they're just traveling around basically blind to any orders or world situations, or, I mean, they don't even know that something drastic has happened until they pop to the surface and go, oh, the sky is on fire, that's new. That would, I mean, they're like under the water cities. Yet they've got, I mean, I guess they don't have fast food outlets, but that's something they might think about having. They do have small store where people can buy little essential items. And they've got their food and some sort of washing ability. Things are washed with seawater. Showers where they have to take like a literal 3-minute shower and it's salt water. That's what I've been told. Not my fault if it's wrong. I have been told that. Because carrying tanks, I mean, they carry tanks of water. Maybe now they have desalination machines in them. I don't know, but, you know, it's enough to carry tanks of water for drinking, let alone showering and laundry and mopping and all those things that take water. So anyway, enough for now. I have made my obligatory YouTube video, and I will attempt to make more videos in the future. Love y'all. Stay cool.